Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. Ron Long here. Bill Cooksey with
Here.
me. Yeah, you're here. Bill, a lot of things are going on this weekend. Football, fishing, hunting is here now, and everything else.
It started the big time now. I mean, we're in the SEC football schedule. I think Ole Miss may have even already had one game in the schedule on,
you guys
on
got
the
a
SEC
pretty good.
schedule.
You guys got a pretty good game here today.
I hope we do. I hope we have a good game in Florida, in Gainesville,
and break the losing streak.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway,
let's
hey,
not
listen.
talk about that. But it's deer season, man. Deer season open today, and I know some folks are driving back from hunting right now with their deer in their truck.
And we had an early teal season, also wood duck season here, and I understand it was a pretty good season for a lot of people.
Folks that caught them right, which teal are a here today, gone tomorrow bird. If you catch them right, it's incredible hunting.
I've got some pictures I need to send to you to put into the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing News. This kid, he got his limit every day.
Wow.
And he said it took 10 minutes.
It doesn't take long. That's the other thing about them. When they're there, you get them right then, or it's over. Right? They don't fly all day. It's not like mallards where at 9 a.m. you expect another flight. Right. I mean, these things, the first 30 minutes, and it's done.
He said every morning he found them the day before opening, and he went out and shot them. Of course, that's Ty Dyer, a good friend of mine. But, hey, for all of you that are out there that are kind of looking for something to do, today is the last day of the Bass Pro Shops Crappie Masters National Championship Tournament on Kentucky Lake out of Paris.
Really?
And everybody is welcome to come out to the weigh-in. They'll have a great weigh-in. They've got a nice setup. And all of the national touring crappie pros will be there. Dan Dannemuller, Whitey Outlaw.
Well, let me know how they caught them.
Well, I'm going to try to
give me a shout because I'm crappie fishing.
And I'm going to be talking to all of them about how and where. And maybe we just need to go, Bill.
Let's go.
Deer season's open. And how long is it open for now?
Oh, well, I'll have to take a look. Of course, bow season opens today in Tennessee, and it varies between the other states in this region. But bow season open today. It'll go on for about a month. I'd have to look at the dates. Right. And then, of course, we roll right into muzzleloader and youth rifle and then rifle.
And then you got to get ready for the ducks.
Oh, ducks open, in November, all around the Mid-South. Of course, right now we have squirrel. It's
dove.
There's tons of. If you can't find something you like to do outdoors now,
I encourage all of you.
You might as well just give it up.
I encourage all of you to get out in the field there to hunt. And
now wait a minute now. Fishing is right on too. That's what I'm talking about. This time of the year,
I wasn't trying to say
it's all.
Happening. I have to tell you, Bill, you're absolutely right. The fish are transitioning. Your water temperature, surface temperature is going down. Where it was in the high 80s, it dropped to the mid 80s for a while. Now they're into the 70s and dropping fairly quickly because once it starts to cool, because the sunlight's not as long now and we're getting into those shorter days.
It doesn't have the time to warm up during the day.
Absolutely.
But this is the fun transition. Spring transition can be tough to keep up with for a weekend
you don't know,
guy.
and especially with the cold fronts. But now the fish are moving shallow to eat.
Yeah.
They know. Their biological clock tells them, I better feed up. It's wintertime coming, and I better fatten up for the winter.
That's bass, crappie, catfish.
Brim, everything.
All of them are after it. So, if there's ever a time you can go shoot a deer in the morning, and before the sun's up good, you can be in your boat catching fish. And then you can go squirrel hunt in the afternoon. It's
and then once you get home at night, you can turn your TV on and watch football.
Exactly.
Life is good.
It doesn't get much better.
No, it really does. And Greg, you got big weekend plans?
I'm working. That's basically my weekend plans. I got to cut the grass again, probably. That's about it.
Well,
It's my outdoors plans for the
You
weekend.
need headlights on your mower. You get that done at night. Knock it out, man.
the neighbors like that.
I'm working on getting the right. I'm still doing the push mower. I'm maybe next tax season.
Well, just
might
get
be
you a
good.
headlamp then.
There we go. Yeah, like
promise you,
like a
I've-
miner's helmet.
I'll
Yeah.
go
I've been
get him.
there.
I'll get him a headlamp.
There you go. We'll,
Awesome.
We'll get you hooked up. That'll leave your
Yeah,
weekends
we'll
open.
get you
so
hooked up.
No more sleep, but you'll be able to have your
Exactly.
weekends.
I got to tell you, a lot of these lakes right now are really, really getting good. So I got some great reports of bass at Sardis Lake. I'm talking 7-pounders.
Wow.
They're catching them on 10-inch worms, and then that's during the day. Early in the morning, topwater baits using a Strike King Sexy Shad on the main lake points to catch some good
Sexy
fish.
dog,
Your sexy
walking
dog, yeah.
bait. And this, man, we're at buzzbait time too.
Yeah, I love the buzz baits too. That's one of my favorite lures, and it is that time. A lot of grass on the Tennessee River lakes right now, where the buzz bait is working absolutely well. And a lot of people, Bill, will say, what color do I like to use? Well, there's really only 2 colors that I use: chartreuse and white, or black.
All I have now is chartreuse and white, but I understand black at times is the deal. But white's 90% of my buzzbait.
No, great colors, and the reason why black works well, and especially on a cloudy day, is that they can see it.
Yeah.
Not only do they hear the noise, but they can see it a lot better. Even on your Clearwater lakes, even your Pickwicks and Kentucky lakes and stuff like that. And because when you're fishing grass anyway, that water's going to be a lot clearer because the grass filters out all of the stuff in the water and it makes it so clear. But it's really amazing, and I'm glad that you brought that up because it's one of my favorite ways to fish.
I mean, this time of year, I'm looking buzzbait early, and I love a walking bait like a Sexy Dog.
Right.
Then I'm thinking a bladed jig or chatterbait.
Yep.
If the water's really clear, I'm going to throw a swim jig, and my wife's probably going to throw a swim bait. I've gotten onto those swim jigs this summer. I mean,
is that not a cool way to catch fish?
It really. I mean, it's like throwing a spinnerbait, but you'll catch fish that won't eat a spinnerbait.
No, that's right. And I got to tell you something. We're going to have to talk to Glenn Young there with Z-Man. And we'll have to get some of those swim baits that they have. They don't tear up as bad. Then they'll stay where you can catch 8 to 10 fish on one bait.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. And, fishing's going on all over the Mid-South right now, wherever you go.
Crappie. I mean, I was out a few weeks ago with Van Cleve and Tim Blakely, the Strike King pros, and we were trolling crankbaits on Kentucky Lake for crappie. I'd never done that, and that was so cool.
Oh, really?
Of course, now they're going to start moving back shallow, but we were out on ledges where you and I would bass fish.
Yeah, were you guys catching them?
We were catching them. We caught a pretty good cooler full. It took us 3 different meals to cook them all.
Thanks for the invite. I was busy.
Hey, I was invited. I didn't make the invite. I took it, brother.
Well, yeah, wait till I tell Tim. I'm going to say, okay, all right, you'll ask Bill, but you won't
Matter of
ask
fact,
me.
that trip, Van Cleve now is going to be on the cover of the next Hunting and Fishing News.
Wow.
Got a couple of good photos of Jackie holding crappie. So
there
he is.
I hope that they're good people.
They are.
I got to tell you something. You want to have a good time fishing. Jackie and Tim are the way to go. And by the way, they know, not only do they know Kentucky Lake pretty well, but they know Reelfoot Lake.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Jackie's my favorite Reelfoot guide. I mean, even my wife goes up and fishes with Jackie sometimes without me.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, and he knows how to take care of folks.
He's got a boat that's rigged out like, it's not like what you think. Most people think, well, crappie got okay. He's got this old aluminum boat here, and we're gonna get beat up and get wet and everything.
No, it's a whole different ball game, and it's a lot of fun. And you'll never be on the water with anyone who is more excited about everything that happens on the water. I asked Tim, they're tournament fishing partners, and Jackie is singing as a fish hits. He just breaks into song. loud song. I mean, screaming where people a mile away are turning in their boat to watch. Does he do this during tournaments too? Because I've only fun fished with him every second. It's unbelievable.
You know, and if you want to check out, you know, they're very big Strike King pros also. And go out to lroutdoors.com. I've shot a couple of videos with them, and they're good people.
Yeah, they are. But it's that time: crappie, catfish, bass, deer, turkey.
It really
not
is.
not turkey, deer, squirrels. We're gonna have rabbit and quail opening soon.
Gosh, I'm getting hungry. You know, we hadn't talked about food today. No, let's not even get started.
It's all food, man.
It's all food. Hey, listen, before we have to get out of here, let me remind you that it'll be open mic Saturday when we'll be taking your calls and giving away lots and lots of prizes. And that's next Saturday. Of course, Dave Gabbert and Gene Smith will be our in-studio co-hosts, and Larry Ray will be back on the air. And that's open mic Saturday next week. It's October, and we're here. Bill Cooksey, thanks so much for everything this morning.
Enjoyed it, Ron.
I had a great time this morning. And for all of you out there, let me remind you that that today's show was brought to you in part by Gaston's White River Resort, Barton's Power Sports in West Memphis and Jonesboro, and the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. And, of course, thank you very much, Greg Ratliff, for the wonderful job that you've done today.
Thank you, Ron.
And I just want to remind everybody that it doesn't take much to be a good sport, and God bless the USA.
Amen.
You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry.